Hello there. In the previous tutorial we created the localhost, my localhost aliases in our server, and for this one we're gonna create pages, and the requirement, you should have your server to be enabled and make sure it is enabled and configured correctly. In this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to create pages. Let's go to our NetBeans IDE and go to localhost, and we're gonna use the command line or the console in Symfony. This console is one of the most powerful features of Symfony, and I recommend you start dealing with it to create, to be more effective in dealing with Symfony. First of all, we need, in order to start with Symfony, you need basically a namespace, and we need to create our first bundle. Now, because we're gonna generate a bundle, and with that we're gonna create the namespace that the bundle is gonna work with. So in the filter, type generate, and that's what you want. Run, and under here it asks you the bundle namespace, because this is the first time we create a bundle, so we will have to create the namespace. So I'll call the namespace SAF, and I will call it content bundle. Make sure you end the bundle with the word bundle or it won't work. Now it tells me here that the recommended, or the default naming will be SAF content bundle. This is the namespace, this is the name of the bundle basically, and I will go for that. If you click yes, you confirm that you accept. The bundle name will be called SAF content bundle, so it contains the vendor name, which is the namespace, and the name of the bundle. And this is, I leave it in the source, in the default, that's fine. And I'll want it to be YAML, and I want all the files to be created with it, and yes, confirm. And this will update the kernel. Yes, wish to note that the kernel is your main interaction, or your front controller basically. That's automatic update of the routing, yes. And if you check the routing, you should have the name of the bundle. So the prefix of the bundle will be basically the root of the domain name, and this is the YAML page for it. So if you go to that folder, SAF content basically is here. This is created, and this is the bundle, and under resources, configure and routing. This is our default, with the page normally a default index is created, because I pressed yes to create the extra things with it. So from here I want to create, now in order to create pages we will have to create a controller. So again, go to the console, generate controller. If you find it here, that's the easiest. Now the controller has to contain the namespace, the bundle name, basically the name that's chosen. The name I told you to take note of is SAF content bundle, and I'll call the controller pages. And you can generate it. If you press enter, it will be annotation. Annotation is basically a text comment section of the page of the application, basically to tell the basically using the comment as command. But personally I don't like that, so I'll use YAML for the routing, and I will use twig, which is the default one, and here is the name of the action. I'll call it, for example, home action. Make sure you end it with action. Now the prefix or the name I'll choose for it is home, and the twig, it will be saf content bundle pages home dot html dot twig. So that's in order for to create the twig, the front end basically, or the view. Now if I want to carry on with, for example, I'll create then the next action will be contact, for example, action. That will be the contact page, contact us page, and I'll choose contact us, and the twig will be for it. I'll make it saf content bundle pages contact dot html dot twig. I don't want to create more actions, so you get the picture. I recommend you get organized how many pages you want to create, because those are gonna be your static page, and better to group them in one controller instead of creating a controller for each action, so you can have multiple actions in the same controller. So by clicking yes, I generate, yes, basically confirm, it's generated. Now if you see at your routing page, it created the home and the contact us URL. So if you check, if you type home, you have welcome to the page's home page. Now this is the twig. We can edit, manipulate. It's basically HTML based, and it's more powerful than it, basically it provides you with extra features that you won't find with a normal PHP enabled templates. So basically a twig is something we'll talk about in another tutorial, but it's very powerful, and I recommend it very much to learn this new technology. Now in this tutorial we have basically created pages the fastest way using the command line. Why would you type that manually yourself? The power of the framework is to enable you to be more effective. Now look at the controller. Our controller is created pages, and here is the actions for it. If you want to add extra functionality, whatever, you will find. So here the render, it generated the twig, called it, and the home page. So this is through the action. See you in the next tutorial, and thanks for watching.